Hello, everyone. Welcome to Barca News. It is March 29th, 2024, and the FIFA international break is officially over. And I have all the injury updates for you in regards who will be ready for tomorrow's match. Also, Xavi Hernandez has confirmed his future plans. And finally, it seems that Inigo Martinez could be leaving the club during the summer transfer market. We have a lot to discuss. So let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mo, and before we begin with the news, just a quick reminder to make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment. All of this helps this channel continue to grow. Also, if you are looking for any Barcelona jerseys or merchandise, make sure you hit the kickback. And if you are looking to place any sports bets, make sure you head to Bet Us. Both links for kickback and Bet Us are down below in the description. Now begin with the news that the FIFA international break, the long FIFA international break, the dreaded FIFA international break is officially over and club football is back, with Barcelona set to face off against Garcia Pimienta's side, Las Palmas, in what will be another final for Barcelona, because since we are in second place, trailing Real Madrid by 8 points, every match from now until the end of the season will be like another final for Barcelona. And hopefully it will go good for us tomorrow, because we do need those 3 points in order to maintain the distance between us and Real Madrid, or in the best case scenario, to cut the distance between us and the Madrid-based club. Now today, Barcelona suffered a scare during training when Marc ter Stegen was seen knocked down to the ground after he received a blow to his knees. Then we saw the medical staff rushing to treat him on the field, and that of course sounded the alarms within the club, with the club fearing that ter Stegen had gotten injured. Of course, ter Stegen just came back from injury after having a back surgery, but it seems that that was only a scare, and Marc ter Stegen is healthy. He is ready for tomorrow's match, as confirmed by Xavi Hernandez during a pre-match press conference. Now, more good news about injuries, because it's reported that Ferran Torres has officially received the green light. He's, of course, been out since February 1st. Ferran Torres will be available for tomorrow's match after receiving the medical green light. And not just him, but Marcos Alonso as well has also received the green light after being out for several months, where he also underwent a back surgery, just like Marc ter Stegen. And of course, there is Joao Cancelo, who did not play against Atletico de Madrid. We thought it was due to injury, but it was later revealed that he actually had discovered that one of his family members had a heart condition. So the club wanted to take every precaution. They made extensive medical exams on him, and it revealed that he had not gotten the same problem. He had not inherited the same heart problem. So now Joao Cancelo is back on the list, so he will be available for tomorrow's match. But the bad news is that Andreas Christensen, who's been doing a pretty good job in the pivot position, one of the players who's responsible for Barcelona regaining their defensive solidity, will not be available for tomorrow's match. Of course, as I revealed before, it seemed that Christensen was suffering from some pain in his Achilles tendon. That is why he did not participate with Denmark in the international break. And it seems that is still going on. I was hoping that since he didn't play with Denmark, that perhaps the rest could help him heal, but it seems he's still suffering from that. So he will not be available for tomorrow's match. But the silver lining of all of this is that we now only have 3 players in the nursery, Frankie de Jong and Pedri, who are both going to be available for the Champions League clash against PSG. And of course, Christensen, who hopefully will be back sooner than later. Now, speaking of tomorrow's match, Xavi Hernandez, of course, gave the pre-match press conference where he discussed what he expected in tomorrow's match. But more importantly, he did discuss his future, because as you know by now, Jan Laporta has been talking in the press about how he would like for Xavi Hernandez to stay. Of course, there's been a lot of rumors circulated in the media saying that Barcelona will do everything in their power to try to convince Xavi Hernandez to stay. And while Xavi Hernandez was asked about his future in the pre-match press conference, and this is what the Barcelona coach had to say, and I will make this bigger for you so you can see it. And of course, I'll remove my logo. But Xavi says, I've already told them that I'm very grateful to the staff, personally to me, to the president, to Deco. I don't think anything changes. I think what is best for the club. Nothing changes. So Xavi Hernandez confirmed that no, he has not changed his mind since he announced his resignation and that he was going to be leaving the club at the end of the season. So it looks like for now, Xavi Hernandez will not be Barcelona's coach next season. Of course, we are going to have to see whether John Laporta will be successful in convincing him. But for now, the Barcelona coach insisting that he will be leaving the club at the end of the season. Now, Xavi Hernandez was also asked about the 2 lawsuits that he had reportedly filed against 2 journalists. This is something I discussed in a previous video. And this is what the Barcelona coach had to say. He said, yes, it has never happened to me before. I understand the criticism, but to a certain extent. I will not tolerate lying and making things up. These are very big lies, and it's time to say enough is enough. So Xavi Hernandez confirming the news that I broke to you a few days ago that he had indeed filed a lawsuit against 2 reporters for making up lies. Of course, one of them is Jabois, who had lied in an article saying that Xavi Hernandez had supposedly called him and pressured him to pull his criticism out of an article that he had written before. The other one is Javi Miguel, who had lied in an article saying that Xavi and his staff had locked the players in the locker room, taken all their cell phones away, went through it to see who was leaking things to the press. Both were lies. Both the incidents never happened. So Xavi Hernandez filed a lawsuit against both reporters, which, as I've said before, I'm really glad that he has, because even though I strongly believe in the freedom of the press and the freedom of speech, making up lies is not okay. Criticism, fine. You can think whatever you want of Xavi. You can say he's a great coach, he's a terrible coach, he's the worst coach, whatever you want. But lying, making up lies just to sell articles, that is simply not okay. Now, on to the big news, because it seems that Inigo Martinez could be leaving the club during the summer transfer market. Now, Barcelona signed Inigo this past summer as a on a free agency after his contract expired with Athletic Club de Bilbao. Barcelona signed him for 2 seasons, but given the financial fair play, Barcelona were only able to register one of those seasons, with the hopes that they would register the second one during this summer. But given that Barcelona are still in a difficult financial fair play situation, Barcelona are now considering parting ways with the Barcelona defender, because if Barcelona have to register Inigo Martinez during this summer, they would have to register him as a new player, as someone they just signed, which affects the financial fair play calculation differently than when you renew a contract. Something weird that goes on. But anyways, since Barcelona would have to do that, they would rather part ways with the defender, because this definitely complicates things for them, especially since Barcelona are trying to reinforce the midfield and perhaps the left wing. And it's reported that even though Barcelona have not registered the second year of the contract of Inigo Martinez with La Liga, they will still have to pay him his salary for the second season, because the agreement is between them and the player. That agreement is real. It's on contract. It's enforceable, even though La Liga does not recognize the second season of or the second year of the contract of Inigo Martinez, because it's not registered. Barcelona is still, of course, obligated to pay Inigo Martinez his salary, but it's reported that Barcelona are willing to help Inigo find a new club, hopefully a club that can match his current salary, because if that happens, then most likely Inigo would leave, and most likely he would also forgive that second season salary that Barcelona would owe him. Now, in my opinion, I think this is a little bit of a bittersweet news. On one side, it's bitter because I think Inigo is a very solid defender. He's a very great addition to the team as far as our defensive line. But on the other hand, if Inigo Martinez does leave, that of course opens the door to perhaps Mika Faye being promoted to the first team. So of course, we'll have to see what happens in the summer. But just know that Barcelona are considering parting ways with Inigo Martinez due to the difficult financial fair play. So that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give me a like. Also, I would like to invite all of you to please leave a comment down below, giving me all your thoughts and opinions about all the news that I share with you. And finally, I would like to invite all of you to please subscribe to the channel so you can stay current on all the latest news in regards to our beloved club, FC Barcelona. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. And as always, peace, Barça.